Hi, and welcome once again to a time just for you. And I do want to thank you again for every class. Hopefully I do mention in gratitude that you are here and we all are here. And so, do we get on the mat? Yeah, I'm going to be just talking just a little bit about what we're focusing in on today and the next few weeks, and then maybe the rest of our lives. Absolutely. Or your yoga practice is a way of life. And as you know, that is my emphasis in my teaching, is bringing it to your life. And that's the way it was designed thousands of years ago, was to bring the yoga way to your life. So while I mention a few things about the yoga way and bringing it to life, I think you need to lie down. Yeah, rest. You can close your eyes. Oh, but don't go to sleep. But just rest a little bit. Okay, this is your time, as I mentioned. So yeah, let's just lie down, knees bent, feet to the earth. Oh yeah. You have your mat? Yeah, okay. Or sometimes I feel I like the firmer floor. And now they have mats, of course, that are thinner, they're more cushier. Maybe you're on a carpet. But notice the difference, even in that. How does that feel for your back? As maybe, yeah, let's lift up a little bit in a baby bridge. And exhale down. Oh, does that feel good? Feeling the length of your spine. Yeah, maybe two more times. Scoop on up, press down into the feet, their hips width apart, right? Toes straight forward, aligning. And now a baby bridge. Inhaling, scooping on up. Feel the breath lift you. And feel the breath release back to the earth. Lengthening, yeah, lengthen your neck. Crown, tailbone reaching away from each other. One more time. Pressing down, scooping on up. Remember, it's how you practice that makes such the difference. And then exhale, that rolls it on back down. Yeah, maybe just draw both thighs to the chest. Yeah, I'll be talking soon. A little rotation around the sacrum. Nice deep breath, circling. Oh yeah, maybe reverse the circle. Maybe without the hands. Maybe another little wiggle room. Feet back to the earth. Place your hands where they feel comfortable, your arms. And I invite you to breathe slow and deep here. Yeah, whether you want to include the pauses of the breath as I talk about the 8 limbs of yoga, or maybe exhale longer, gentle sigh. But I would love you to be breathing mindfully. For as we are more familiar with the 8 limbs of yoga, then we can incorporate them more into our lives. Just bringing a little more enrichment and mindfulness on how we live, how we think, how we treat ourselves, how we treat others. And we have been practicing the 8 limbs of yoga probably since day 1, or even before you even registered for this class. You've been probably practicing. Yes, you're breathing. Yeah. Actually, that's the 4th limb. So these 8 limbs of yoga that I've been speaking about, as you continue to breathe, slow and deep, were the first, they were written down by Patanjali, one of the first yogis thousands of years ago that actually wrote anything down. Actually, I think his life was in the 200s or so. So a long time ago. And the 8 limbs are, again, a way of our living our lives. The first 2 limbs, the yamas, there's 5 of them. And there are ways we are treating others, yeah, ourselves as well, like non-harming, being truthful, are using our energy in moderation, um, not to steal, to take what is not ours, or to take more than what we need. So these are ways, again, of living, of telling our truth is another yama. Yeah, truth in what we are saying, truth in our yoga practice as well. Are we doing more than we really are able to do? Are we stressing our bodies? Oh, are we non-harming? Yeah, so the yamas we'll talk about individually. So it's a way of living, and it's also a way in how you practice your postures. Absolutely. And the niyamas, the second limb, are ways, yeah, you're living your life more of yourself. Of yes, I think I've even mentioned in an earlier class about cleanliness. That's the first niyama. Not only cleanliness, yeah, is your mat clean, but is it? Do you have order in your life? Are your thoughts negative? Or are they positive? Cleanliness and thought, word, deed. Yeah. So, and another wonderful niyama is being content with what you have and taking care of yourself, using that internal discipline of taking care of yourself and reflecting. Oh, since day one, we've reflecting on our yoga practice. As you hand in your reflections, yeah, reflect on how we're living, how we're thinking, being mindful. And the fifth niyama is, yeah, just being, kind of reminds me of our crown chakra, just, yeah, being one with all there is, being more mindful and connecting to higher values. Yeah. And the third limb are the postures, asanas, yes, that we've been practicing to create more health in our bodies of stretch and strength and flexibility, balance. And the fourth is the pranayama, our breathing practice. And we'll be exploring more breathing practices too in the next few weeks. Even next week, we'll introduce a new breathing pattern, exercise. I don't even want to call it exercise, a pattern. Yeah. So, yeah, we've been practicing, of course, our asanas, our postures, and the breathing already. And withdrawal of the senses. But I think from day one, I've mentioned, yeah, reflect, bring reflection, yeah. Back to one of the yamas, to bring back your awareness from the outside to the inside, withdrawal of the senses. So we let go of the busyness out there and bring in more awareness, how we're feeling from the inside. And then the next limb is concentration. So when we bring our awareness in and we can concentrate more, where is that awareness need to go? Where does the breath need to go? And just concentrating on that release of tension. And the concentration usually then leads into a meditation, which is more than being, I guess, conscious of concentration. It is, meditation is that state of being in that place where there is peace, there is calm. And the peace and the calm lead further into the eighth limb, which is samadhi, which means bliss, where you are living this peace, this calm, this one with all there is. So 8 limbs of yoga, yeah. They can build upon each other, or you can, of course, weed in and out of maybe, yeah, practice more meditation, but your posture, your asana practice helps, again, to keep a peaceful mind, free of tension, body, mind, spirit. Your breath helps to bring meditation and then samadhi into reality. Yeah, what is your reality? This is again what our yoga practice teaches us. So again, I thank you for being here, and we'll do, yeah, just reflecting again on these wonderful precepts. They're kind of like ethical precepts, especially the yamas and the niyamas, and how we live, and what are we thinking? Are we telling the truth? Ooh, telling the truth, very much like the throat chakra. Yeah. Yeah. Are we non-harming? Ooh, are we honoring the edge as we practice our side stretch? Yeah. Our hamstring stretch. Are we honoring that? That's one of the yamas. Yeah. So we've been already involved in these from day one, or even before that, before you knew. Oh, you mean telling the truth is practicing yoga? Well, yes, it is. Yeah. Non-harming. Yeah. Others or yourself. Yeah. Thinking more of positive thoughts too, and non-harming thoughts, positive thoughts. Release the negative. Yep. Here we go. So let's continue, maybe just moving through gently the hip stretch sequence today. And I was thinking more of, more of seated postures. And I would love to go over the sun salutation as well. So these are just my thoughts. Letting you know where I see the class moving today, but you never know, because when you're in the moment, when you're breathing, that will guide you as well. Okay, so I think we're all lying down, knees bent, feet to the earth. A little wiggle room here. Oh, maybe another deep, slow breath. Speaking of the breath, there's a wonderful article in Module 6, Energize, Relax, Renew. And it gives just briefly a nice pattern of breathing for more energy, or if you're depressed, it has an equal inhale and an equal exhale, and that counts. And so there's a few patterns of breathing that you might want to check out for more energy, for depression, just to release. They're very simple. And basically our 3-part breath is in there all the time. So let's take slow belly breath. And gentle And again, slow and deep. Feel the breath, the energy moving within. And it's time to let go of all the busyness. And feel the breath within. Feel the breath nurture you. Feel the breath truly a connection between the mind and the body. As we continue now to lengthen through the arm and through the leg. Oh, nice stretch here. Doesn't that feel good? Yeah, feel the length out of the waist. Stretch the heel or the toes away, and the fingers from the waist up, from the waist down. Changing sides when you feel ready to do so. Opposite thigh, to the chest. That gives a little more oomph. Have you noticed? Yeah, oh good. If you haven't noticed, check it out again. Whether you do or whether you don't, whether you really feel from the waist. Using your powerful visualization here. And then eventually both arms and both legs. Nice yawn. Relaxing the jaw is so important to relax your neck, your back, your legs, circling wrists, circling ankles. Yep, floating them up to the sky. I would say, this is a daily must. Take it all about. Still breathe slow and deep, even if you're vibrating in the Japanese #1 generating exercise. Or should we do the second one? Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's interlace our hands behind our head and just swivel. Oh, does that feel good? You feel your spine kind of swiveling sideways. Yeah. Doesn't usually do this if we're standing, does it? No. Just now. So just let it wibble and wobble with ease. Feel the deep breath. And then feet and arms back down. Do you feel that vibration within? Do you feel the energy moving? For this is what heals. Being more mindful, withdrawing of the senses, one of the 8 limbs of yoga. We're focusing inside as we then allow one thigh of our body to be draped over the chest with ease. Maybe stretching that supporting leg. Maybe a little wiggle room here. Yeah, maybe open out to the side or crossing over. And then cupping hand on the knee, just a few circles in each direction. Does that feel good? Or notice where it doesn't, non-harming. Remember not to go too far, too fast, too soon, even in a gentle movement as such. Yeah. One of the yamas, the first yama, non-harming and being truthful to your body, to yourself. And then inhale, exhale. Stretch this leg up to the sky, ankle rotation. Open those toes. How are your feet today? Has anybody ever asked you that? How are your feet today? Or maybe if there is, there's a, whatever, somebody maybe asked you, of course. Reversing the circle. Opening those toes far and wide. Relax the ankle, not just crunch and open those toes. Yeah. Aliven them and all those nerve endings. Your first level of support to the earth. Flexing slowly. Yeah, you might want to shake out the leg again. We'll take hamstring stretch. So let's just, rub and tap. There's another, a wonderful acupressure point here that's below the knee, and then in between your tibia and your fibula, maybe about 4 fingers below the kneecap. And it's called, I think it's the stomach 37 point. And sometimes it's sensitive, right there, right there. You might want to just rub there, little circles. For this energy center point, stimulates more energy, vibrant energy. And it does, I think, a lot that I'm not even aware of, but it's usually mentioned again for more positive energy to flow through your whole body, especially if you're tired and wrung out and stressed. Yeah, right there, stomach 36. Did I say 37? Close enough. Okay. It's a stomach meridian point. There you go. Yeah, did you feel it a little bit? And if it's sensitive, that means it needs a little attention. Usually these acupressure points, and we'll talk more about them in our later part of our semester. But if they are sensitive to touch, usually that means energy is blocked there. So yeah, it does help to rub. Okay, hamstring stretch coming right up. Gently with a gentle clasp. See where the leg needs to be, or if using a strap, a little more flexible at this day and this time. Yeah, first 2 fingers wrapping around that big toe, but relax the shoulder down. And I invite you now to close your eyes. Yes, with all of the senses, we're concentrating inward, where your body is telling you, I'm a little tight here today. So we honor the message, we breathe, we soften again. See if you can stretch your supporting leg long, pointing, flexing, maybe ankle rotation again. Relaxing the jaw, and a gentle sigh, again, releasing tension. As the article I mentioned in module 6, Energized Renew, it's changed actually its title over the years. Yogajournal.com has changed the name of the title of the article. There's a it's a wonderful article about breathing and awareness. And it does say, to release fatigue and tension. Our side, we've been having that breathing pattern for a while. And here it is again. Deep breath. And soften wherever there's tightness, resistance, letting go. Sit up posture, coming right up when ready, supporting foot back to the earth. Rebound that earth energy up to the crown with an inhale. Exhale into your core strength, into your confidence, your courage. Maybe crossing wrists, elbows way out, hover supporting foot or the leg. More of a hop down, a little more of vigorous paw, maybe pressing the torso over the midline, other arm hovered. Yeah, how does this feel today? Still feeling good? Okay, you might bring the torso center and then hover both arms. See where both arms want to hover. Palms up, palms down. Another deep breath here. Inhale, exhale into the core. And when about ready, yeah, support a foot down. Inhale, exhale. Roll it on down and shake it all about. Both feet back to the earth. Oh, do you feel a difference? Close your eyes. Slow, deep breath. Focusing on right leg, left leg. Yeah. So let's give your other leg a nice gift, shall we? Okay. So transferring the weight to your supporting up. Now that leg, second thigh, out, up, and then draped over. Yeah, another no place to go, nothing to do, as I emphasized a lot yesterday. Yeah, nothing to do here, just to be. As I'm reminded of the old Beatles song, let it be. Let it go. Cupping hand on the knee. Yeah, circling slowly. And as I started to circle with my own body, I thought, oh, but I didn't stretch my supporting leg in thigh draped over the chest. And my body told me, I missed this. And I know, and please, if I forget to do something on one side or the other side, yeah, on the second side, please continue to, your body will let you know to, that maybe I missed something on the second side. So again, we're circling slowly, just a few circles in each direction, seeing where it all feels good, maybe where it doesn't, honoring your messages, listening. Inside, using your concentration, withdrawal of the senses. Then gently, yeah, thigh drapes over the chest. Nice stretch of the leg long, circling your ankle. Opening those toes far and wide apart. Relaxing the ankle and just crunching open the toes. Opening wide. Yeah, strengthening all the little muscles in your feet. I think sometimes they get neglected. Exhale to flex. Yeah, maybe shake out this leg again. Quick wrist rub or a tap. See what else your body needs here, what your leg needs. That massage, as you know, you're always welcome to do. Oh boy, now when ready, of course. Oh, we're breathing gently, slowly, exhaling longer. A nice gentle sigh. Maybe your supporting leg stretch. Or maybe not. This is a wonderful place. As you know, I've mentioned to feel that ripple effect of relaxation. Yeah, from the jaw to the neck, to the back, to the hamstrings, even your big toe can relax. Soften, soften. Can you feel the back letting go? Can you feel your breath deeper? Send it to the hamstrings. Or visualizing now your hamstrings breathing into themselves, just expanding the belly of your hamstrings, breathing. Soften at the deepest level. And then when about ready for your sit-up posture of strength, now you're still stretching your hamstrings in the sit-up posture. So feel the support of the standing foot, rebound energy right up through the crown. Inhale, exhale into the posture. Maybe crossing the wrist, elbows way out. See where your other variations will take you. Crossing over the midline for more oblique. Concentration, other arm hovered. And it comes back to center your torso, maybe hover arms. Oh, doing a little Pilates pulse. That's with a little more vigorous on it. Exhale, 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 exhale. See where they want to hover. It does make a difference whether they're out from the shoulders or reaching to the back, I think is the most oomph, a technical term. Another deep breath into the core, awakening confidence, courage, strength. And when you're ready to inhale again, yeah, supporting foot down, inhale, exhale. Keep the leg lifted as you roll the back down. And then shake out the leg, or shake out both. Oh, shake out both arms, yeah. And bending both knees. And just to circle both thighs around. Palms then down to circle without the hands, so your core is more involved. Maybe with straight legs, a little more activation in the core here too. Reversing with two straight legs or knees bent. Maybe a little infinity sign. Reversing the infinity sign. Oh yeah. I don't usually do that. That's new for me. Reversing the infinity sign. I think we've done that. I might have mentioned that at least once maybe this semester. Or writing your name with a nice color. Yeah. Pick out your favorite color. Yeah. And then just shake it all about. And let's just roll, knees bent. Roll to your side for reclining spinal twist. Now we have usually initiated our reclining spinal twist already rolled over, and we started from opening up the chest. Now you could start here and then just roll the knees over. Now for me, this is a little more vigorous if I start here first and then roll the knees to the side. So you might like that. You might try that. Arms out to your side. Inhale, exhale, roll the knees over. Does that feel good? It might feel a little different than as we usually start. Yeah, if that feels good, yeah, you might want to just stay there and breathe. If you feel like halfway, no, that doesn't feel so good, I would roll all the way over like we have usually started our reclining twist. For my body, this feels a lot better, not better, more comfortable, I would say. So it does, I think, stretch a little differently, feels a little differently. Obviously, that's why I choose this way. But you might like, yeah, starting here and then just inhale, exhale, just roll the knees all the way over to the floor. Or as I mentioned here, in either case, if you are rolled to the side, we are going to stretch that top arm way up to the back wall. Inhale, exhaling. Now, if your knees are already over there, you might reach your back arm too to the back wall. Your other, maybe a little massage, your other hand with the outer thigh, cross-fibering your IT band. I hope I didn't confuse anybody with this reclining spinal twist. We can go into it two different ways. But most importantly, we're breathing, we're noticing, we're feeling from the inside where it all feels comfortable. And any other leg variation, you can cross the one knee over for more spiral. You can reach that back arm way away from the knee or knees. Tailbone, crown reaching away from each other. Do you feel more length? You feel your belly breathing, massaging all your internal organs. Yeah, maybe stretch those legs in a nice L shape. Deep breath, choosing any leg variation or arm variation. But do breathe, soften, bringing out the toxins. Looking back over your shoulder. Another exhale, sigh. And when ready, you can bring the thighs to the chest as one option, or roll all the way over like we usually have been doing, to the knees, and then bring both thighs to the chest. So hopefully I didn't confuse anybody. Again, you can start like we usually have by rolling all the way over, knees up, and roll to the floor, or open the arms here, thighs to the chest, and then roll the knees over to the floor all by themselves as you look back over the shoulder. Now, if you want to roll again all the way over, please do, and stretch. I also like that stretch. I guess if you have started with the knees going over all by themselves, you can reach that back arm and then roll all the way over, so you can really stretch this arm further away. And you get a nice stretch here, don't you? Between the shoulder blades and back of the heart. Then reach that arm way to the back wall. Nice deep breath here. Yeah, get comfortable in your space. Lengthen the tailbone, crown of the head. Maybe then reach the arm out from the shoulder, a little below the shoulder, above the shoulder. Remember to place that back arm where it feels right for you. And I didn't mention this on the first side, but you might roll the palm over and up, and then roll the palm up and over, like I'm doing here. You're rotating in the shoulder joint, might give the shoulder a nice massage. Speaking of massage, maybe a little cross fiber on the IT band. Maybe to straighten the bottom leg long, or make the L shape with your legs. Yeah, a few variations to test out, see what feels best. Again, most importantly is to breathe, focusing on your breath, and again, body positioning where it feels comfortable. That's most important too. There's a few most important things. And when you're about ready, we might close the book, inhale, exhale, rolling all the way to the side. Now, if you really like the legs moving all by themselves, you can open out again and then lift the thighs again to the chest, or like we usually have done, roll to the side and then bring your back and your thighs all in one piece. And a little circle around. Kind of bring everything back to neutral. And your spine and your legs. I feel like taking out again. And then let's roll to your side for a little more strength. We just stretched all our obliques. Let's strengthen them again, shall we? In our core inside plank. And I guess we're going to start again with shoulder over your elbow. You can absolutely come to your hand, fingertips pointing to the side. Shoulder, when you lift, shoulder will go over the wrist. Shoulder over elbow. If you need a little more help, bending bottom knee, thighs in line. And then a nice inhale that lifts the hips right off the floor. Lifting on up, it's like someone is pulling you up to the sky. Maybe that top leg can lift. And maybe not. Are you breathing with ease? Another deep breath. Inhale and exhale slowly down. Do you feel a little warmer, a little more invigorated? Strengthening postures. Yeah, do that. Stretching postures are a little more relaxing. You're letting go of tension. Yeah. So prepare on this side. Second side, see where your shoulder should go over elbow or to hand, over the wrist. Maybe both legs straight, crossing ankles over, or again, bottom knee bent if you need a little help. So inhale, stretching upward to the sky. Looking on up or straight ahead. But do breathe. Maybe that top leg can lift off the floor, or maybe not. Another deep breath. And exhale slowly down. Slowly. You notice I didn't say, yeah, plunk down. No. And let's come to our seated posture, shall we? Just crossing ankles or feet before you, or crossing your legs. But do feel the tailbone rooted to the earth, crown of the head high. A nice side stretch is calling me. We just strengthened, we just stretched in the spinal twist. And now let's just have a nice stretch over, shall we? Okay, so hand here at the floor, opposite arm lifts tall. Lift tall first, and then exhale over. Push away the floor. Really keeps your opposite hip down, from the waist down. And that usually, maybe lift the hips, see how that feels. Oh no, and then place it down and push into the floor. Oh, do you feel how that opens? And softens. Maybe incline your torso a little further forward, or maybe back where it was. Another deep breath. If your elbow is bent, bend it into the body. And then rise above it all. If your ankles were crossed, uncross them and cross them the other way. For your second side, inhale. And exhale. Put away the floor. Hip stays down. Yeah. Shoulder, be careful it's not up to the ear. Have more space there. Elbow, if it's bent, is into the body. Maybe incline the torso a little forward. Another deep breath here. And soften, soften, soften. Coming up slowly, inhale, exhale. And forward, head to knee. Nice stretch of your leg out forward, sole of the foot to your inner thigh. And remember to pull back the hip first to align chest over thigh. And then an inhale that lifts up out of the hips, tipping the pelvis forward, we exhale. Yeah, right where it feels like I can't go anymore over that nice long spine. Then I relax the arm, relax the shoulders, the head, your mind. Relax your mind. Feel the deep breath massaging. Letting go. Pointing foot, flexing foot, clasping around the sole of the foot if you're more flexible, or crossing the wrist, clasping maybe just the shin or the sole of the foot, elbows out. And soften. It is so time to let go. Whatever does not serve you, let it go. We've also, if another variation suits you, crossing over, reaching to the outside edge of your shin or your foot. And this time, the opposite shoulder might lift up a little bit to stretch the side of the back a little differently. Notice any little wiggle room here changes the stretch for you. But again, we breathe, we soften, we let go. And gently, shoulders level again, rolling on up. Inhale and exhale. Notice the difference in legs and sides. And other side. Shake out both legs before you. Yeah, that leg is a little longer. So yeah, let's take your other side, sole of the foot to your inner thigh, high as you can. And this is as high as I can go. Bring back that hip to align chest over thigh. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale to lengthen further over the thigh. Relaxing arms when you cannot reach any further in a flat back. And soften now. Pointing foot, flexing foot, clasping around the sole of the foot to crossing the wrist, and then clasp elbows out. Kind of like that same clasp we do in our sit-up posture. So that opens the upper back too. We're crossing over, reaching to the opposite ankle. Nice stretch. Nice breath. And then slowly level the shoulders again. We're going to roll on up. Rolling on up. Both sides nice and long, keeping nice and long for our wonderful V-sit posture. So V-sit posture, balancing on the tailbone. Yep, lifting one foot, the other foot. You can keep the hug if that feels better for you, or reach. Yeah. Another variation is a twist, but bending the knee in, but the other leg straightens. Elbow pulls back. Exhale. Inhale, bent knees. Exhale, other side. Inhale, one more time. Exhale. Inhale, and twist to the other side. Exhale. Is that fun? Let's lift up higher. Soles of the feet unite. Bound angle, we exhale, long spine first, and then relax over. Shoulders, head, mind. If your hands are by your feet, you can massage your arches that correspond in reflexology to your spine, neck being up here, middle back, lower back, toward heel. Yeah, while we're here. And soften. Yeah, if you're more flexible or you want to bring the feet closer in, maybe your chest is draped over your feet. You might want to walk the fingertips out longer, arms stretching to the floor. So again, they can clasp ankles, massage your feet, wherever it feels good. Another deep breath. Rolling on up. Hands behind you. Reverse tables for me feels really good here. Hopefully it does for you too. Or fists, remember, if wrists are not available there, we press on down to lift on up. And again, any leg variation, whether you're stretching that leg long or ankle over the knee, lift on up. And I'm just reminding you of these variations. You can hold, just the foot off the floor a little longer. See which one feels best. Yeah, take another 2 or 3 breaths there. Maybe ankle over the knee feels good, but keep hips level as much as you're able. Ooh, nice quad strength here. Press down in the bottom foot, in the bottom hands. Eventually, as both feet down, lifting on up, face high. Face lifts to the sky, navel to the sky. And then exhale, lower to the earth, and then just drape the chest. And then rolling on up. Another wonderful balance of stretch and strength is our arm and leg balance. And we're going to end that today in the pigeon. So let's come to our hands and knees. And again, we're going to stretch opposite arm and leg. Let me just wrap that around a little bit. And stretch opposite arm and leg long into sunbird. Feel the core active. We're going to lift a little higher. And exhale into cat breath. Rolling inward. Inhale from your center out through the fingers, out through the toes. Exhale, pull it all in, push away the floor. Inhale to lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Reach way around, bend the back knee. Can you clasp the foot? Possibly. We lift the thigh, lift the heart, inhaling. Remember, your foot is into the hand. We're trying to straighten that knee. Lift it on up. And then exhale into our bow. Forehead hovers over the mat. Stretch that leg high. Push away the floor. Exhale. And then let's bring that back leg knee forward into pigeon that we took yesterday. So we try to sit on that front hip. Stretch your other leg way back. And if you need more stretch, some of us might need, you might start to open that knee a little bit, but not further than it gets 90 degrees. Yeah. And this is also, I do believe, a YouTube that is demonstrated for you that I offered in this module. So place the front knee where it feels good. And if possible, yes, back knee is to the earth. So your back leg hip is more forward. Yeah, that makes a difference too. We're going to inhale. If your hands can go down to the ground, we're going to inhale, press the hands down, lift the heart. And then exhale, we're going to drape right over the thigh. Slowly, slowly. Exhaling, pausing when need be. We're going all the way, maybe to elbows, or stretch the arms longer. Soften. Any little wiggle room here, maybe a little lean to the right, a little lean to the left. Maybe tuck those back toes under, stretch the heel. How's that feel? Or maybe not. Rest it back if that feels best. And eventually, yes, we'll walk the hands back on either side of the knee. Lift the heart. And in the YouTube I sent, there are other variations, yeah. Another deep breath to lift. And inhale, exhale. Let's take our other side, shall we? For the arm and leg balance, starting in sunbird. So another deep breath. We're going to stretch opposite arm and leg. Opposite arm and leg stretches out. Here in sunbird, if we were just doing sunbird, your foot is flexed. Thumb is up to the sky. And we lift a little higher. And exhale, curve it all in. Navel is lifted up and into the front of the spine. Inhale, lengthen out to the fingers, out to the toes now. Exhale, pull it in, push away the floor. Inhale to lengthen. And then reach way back, bending the back knee, clasping foot if able to lift the thigh, lift the heart. Nice inhale. And then exhale, release into the back. The forehead is before your fingertips. Yeah, stretch that back leg. Inhale, exhale, push away the floor. And then from here, let's take a pigeon on this side. So that back leg is going to come forward. You're going to sit on that front hip. Yeah, your front hip. Very good, very good. As I mentioned yesterday, I have to do this my first side again, but you're doing your second side, right? Okay, so make sure your front knee is feeling good. And then stretch that back leg way back. Back knee is to the floor. As I do that, though, my front hip lifts a little bit. And as I mentioned yesterday, too, you can put a little padding underneath this hip if that feels more comfortable for you. But we are going to lift the heart and exhale out and over. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Stretch those back toes. Keeping the hips, got the back leg hip forward as much as you're able. And we breathe. Level the shoulders. See how long away from the waist you can reach. Any other little wiggle room, right or left, little roll. Exhale. When ready, we're going to walk the hands back on either side of the knee to lift the heart. And do you remember what thing I forgot to mention that I did say on the first side? And that is tuck the toes under, stretch the heel. Yeah, that gives a different stretch, doesn't it? I'm leaning a little forward as I do that. Yeah. I just remembered too. So from here, we're going to come, let's come back to hands and knees. Both knees, shall we? Rolling on up. Up, feel the length up through the crown. Feel the knees, the hips width apart, hips right over your knees. Now the toes can point, or yep, you guessed it, camel, or they can tuck under the toes. Your heels will be closer to your hands in camel if, your toes are tucked under. Didn't mention that yesterday. I did offer, I think, 2 different wonderful demonstrations of the camel too that might be very beneficial to you. And Adrian does go over a lot of warming up for it too. And the other YouTube is great as well. Oh, good. So hips over knees. In camel, we're going to lift on up. Feel that length first. You might place your hands upon the lower back, especially if you're just starting this posture. We're going to lift the heart, lengthen the neck. Just don't let it fall back. And the shoulders are down and they kind of squeeze together, the shoulder blades. Lifting on up. Yeah, so the hips stay forward. If you find them here, you can always bring them back. Yeah. Now, some of us might be able to touch the heel. Maybe tuck those toes under, or maybe not. Yeah. Coming up, you can inhale, exhale, chin in. Sometimes camel can reach your top arm way high around and a gentle twist around. And then up again. This is another little variation. Other side, lifting on up, other arm stretches and a little twist. You might touch, maybe not. Inhale and back to center. That might feel good for you. And let's just come back to hands and knees briefly to get off both knees into downward facing dog. Oh, does that feel good? A little walk of the dog today. Getting those knees vibrant again. Push away the floor, tailbone lifts to the sky. Nice deep breath here, shoulders away from the ears. Long neck. A little wide angle dog. Stretch those legs a bit more. Pigeon toe in a bit. Nice lengthened spine. Maybe a little bend of one knee. Bending then the other, stretching. You can go side to side. Deep breath. And then back to forward, wide angle fold. And just wiggle those feet in and out, in and out. Yep. Then on the 2 feet, we're going to roll on up. Deep breath to standing. Yay. So nice standing posture. And I guess I'm just breathing into bringing energy upward. All your internal organs, and exhale, palms down. Just a nice centering Qigong practice. Also very helpful for the health of your internal organs, your digestion. Soften the knees. Inhale to straighten. And exhale to bend, to soften. Once again, inhale, palms, or inhale upward, and exhale. Once again, very calming, energizing as well, creating a little more heat for your digestive system. And once and back to your center, just hands placed upon the belly, or if you wish, the sacral chakra. Easy flowing life, creativity flowing, feeling deserving of abundance, pleasure, creative energy. And now feet a little further apart. Embrace the tiger. Return to the mountain. It just rang to me to practice this today. Last night, I had a dream of these beautiful tigers coming to greet me. Beautiful, vibrant colors. And I'm taking that as a sign, embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. So feet to hips, maybe your shoulders width apart. And the palms separate downward, outward, like you're smoothing the earth. Inhale, palms facing outward to the heart. Inhale, exhale, heart outward. Another inhale, reaching around, embracing the power, the energy of the tiger. We return then to the mountain. Stability, foundation, strong. Backs of the hands, we inhale, stretch. Exhale from the heart. Inhale, embracing the tiger's power, strength, your power, your strength. And then the exhale to the earth. Inhale to the heart. Exhale from the open, loving heart. Inhale. Embrace it all and bringing it all back home to your center. Another deep breath. Thank you. That dream was amazing. I don't usually dream in such vibrant colors. So, and that reminds me too of the earth, the sky, sun salutation. It's in gratitude as we practice here. Yes, stretching and strengthening our bodies, our physical bodies, but also energetically, we are also connected to the earth, to the sky above, and bringing that balance into our being. So yes, going slowly, and we might take double breaths for each posture just to make sure of our placement. But again, breath and movement together as one. So stepping forward on your mat. In preparation, we inhale, arms up and around, palms unite, bringing in the gratitude of the energy above and below. And then inhale, total body back arch, lean the hips forward, lifting heart. Exhale, forward folding, all the way down, hands on either side of the feet. We're going to step back with the right leg first in the low lunge. Inhale takes us here. We're going to make sure our knee is over our ankle, fingertips are in line with the toe tips. Our hands stay right there. Another deep breath. We pause the inhale into forward plank. The exhale keeps the hips up, the knees lower, the chest lowers right over the hands, forehead. The inhale lowers the hips, lifts the heart into cobra. Stretch the toes, shoulders down, elbows stay slightly bent. Nice deep breath. The exhale brings us into down dog. You can jackknife right into it or bend the knees first, tuck the toes under. Now your feet have to might walk in just an inch or so. Another breath here. Nice stretch of the arms, the legs, the back. When ready to inhale again, you can swing that right foot right through the hands. Or come to the left knee first and then swing it through. Ooh, or sometimes you need a little help. Yes, you might slide that back leg back a little further to make sure your knee, again, is over your ankle, not forward of the toes, looking upward to the sky. The exhale brings the back foot in, forward fold, rolling on up. The arms come up with you, but they stay by the ears. You reach high. Oh, yeah, feet together. Lifting on up into total body back arch. Lean the pelvis forward. So you're not just crunching into the lower back. No, you're lengthening as you lift. And exhale. Deep breath in between sides. Now it's time for the left leg to go back and to come forward. Inhaling, we lift again. Total body back arch. Exhale, forward folding. Hands on either side of the feet. Step way back with the left. Looking on up. Hold breath slightly into plank. Exhale, knees, chest, forehead. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Ready to inhale again, the left foot right through the hands or to the knee first, and then the left foot right up. Another deep breath. Exhale, 2 feet together and roll it on up. Inhale, reaching high, reaching back. And exhale. Yeah, that was more of a flow, wasn't it? Yeah, should we do each side one more time? Okay, inhale. And exhale. Right leg way back. Inhale. Hold breath into plank. Exhale. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. Another breath here. Ready to inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, forward fold. Roll it on up. Inhale. Long inhale as we reach high. And exhale. Yeah, breath in between. Very invigorating. When you're ready to inhale again, we start the second side. Inhale. Lean hips forward, lift heart. Exhale, forward folding. Hands on either side of the feet. Left leg way back. Into the lunge, we look up. Inhale, we hold breath, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, forehead. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Up those toes. Keep the hands where they were. The double breath. Ready to inhale? Okay. Inhale. Yep, left foot through. You might have to stretch back. This is a nice deep breath. Exhale, forward fold. Rolling on up on the inhale, reaching out, reaching up, reaching back. And back to center, palms to the heart. And relax the arms. Close your eyes and breathe. Notice how you feel. It can be very invigorating. And you can take this as we did the very first round. It was very slow, double breaths here and there. Second round was a little more invigorating. Knowing that you can take it faster, slower. Thank you. Opening eyes, standing tall. Standing tall. And let's just take a little balance, shall we? A balance of dancer pose, speaking to me. Hopefully it's speaking to you too. Nice thigh stretch. Again, we stretched in our lunges as well. So yeah, let's take another stretch of our thighs. Balancing. Rooting to the earth on 2 feet first. Find your point of focus. And then shifting to one leg of your choice for the strength of support. And then, bending the other knee. You can help with the chair that might be near you, or the couch or whatever, yeah, or table. Yeah, bringing thighs in one long line. And then this is the stretch of it all. When we pull back, it's like going into the bow. So the foot is into the hand. So we're opening heel away from the hips, buttocks, and then that both arms stretch away, lifting tall, lifting the heart. And breathing. Easy focus. More challenge, of course, you can close your eyes. Another deep breath. And exhale, thighs unite, arms relax, foot return. And exhale. Other side. Okay. So again, we focus right before you, shifting the weight, clasping the foot if you're able. If able, yeah. We're going to inhale slowly, pulling back, reaching out, both arms to reach. Another deep breath to lift a little higher. And exhale, thighs unite, arms relax. And back to 2 feet for a breath of joy. Up and up and up and up. Ready? Okay. and let it go. Coming up and one more time. And one more time down to the earth. Yeah. And actually, we lie down, and I wanted to for relaxation, but before relaxation, wouldn't it be nice to do a little alternate nostril breathing? Oh, wouldn't that be nice? But we can also take it lying down. So we're already in that relaxation mode. Okay, so let's lie down. And this is for review for all of us, the sequence of alternate nostril breathing. So again, we find our niche upon the earth. I don't know if you want to shake out again. Nice deep breath. Maybe a little circle of the thighs. Maybe a little roll of the head side to side. Resting in center. Bringing alternate nostril breathing before relaxation, I was thinking that it would bring us into relaxation mode more deeply. So let's close your right nostril. First 2 fingers at the forehead. Your left nostril will begin the breath. Okay. So yeah, your right hand, right thumb on the right nostril. First 2 fingers in the forehead, ready to breathe in through the left. Close the left, open right to exhale. Inhaling into the right, governed by the sun, a little more energy into the right nostril. Close the right, exhale left. Keep it open to inhale into the left, governed by the moon, a little more peaceful, calmful. Close the left, open right, exhale. Inhaling into the right, close right, open left, exhale. Once again, as best as you can, inhaling into the left, close left, open right, exhale. Keep it open to inhale into the right, close right, open left, exhale. You can take this again if you wish, or relax the hands down wherever they're comfortable. Breathing in, breathing out. You might notice which nostril was not the dominant one. And now after you have relaxed and breathed in through both nostrils, you might notice there's a little more opening. Maybe there's more openness of mind, more relaxation. As you breathe in, know you are breathing in. As you breathe out, know you are breathing out. And let the body rest now. Your face is relaxing. Your eyes, your nose, your cheeks, your smile. Let the head rest upon the earth. Relax your neck, your throat. Shoulders, letting go now of any burden. Arm, finger, resting. Feel the skin breathing, the muscles breathing, the bones breathing, inside the bones. Feel the back resting upon the earth, being nurtured and healed by our Mother Earth. All energy centers vibrating at their appropriate frequency of balance. Internal organs functioning with ease. Resting the pelvis. Breathing into the belly. Let the exhale flow through your hips, your knee, your ankle, your feet, your toes. Feel the energy from the earth up through the legs, up through the crown of your head, and exhale back down again. Another layer of tension be gone. Feels like a wave washing over you, bringing in nutrients and love and peace. And as the wave recedes, exhale, let it take with it any other tension, stresses, anxieties. Let it go, let it go. The wave takes it all back to be recycled. And as the wave returns through you, over you, it brings in all the love and the nurturing and the positivity, the healing. And exhale the wave back into the ocean, releasing all that does not serve you well anymore. Please continue to breathe. And if it feels comfortable to again feel this gentle wave, bringing in all that you need and releasing all that you do not. A few more breaths here to heal at the deepest level. Feeling each breath nurturing. Feeling each breath exhaling away all that does not serve you well. Breathe in with this. And very gently, feeling every cell alive and well, from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head, functioning 100%. Every cell, every muscle, tendon, ligament, bone, all your systems, from digestive system to nervous system to immune system, endocrine system. Amazing. And saying thank you. Thank you for the healing. Thanking your body for its healing. Thanking your breath for the healing. And when ready, gentle wiggle of fingers and toes to awaken into this beautiful moment. Circling wrists and ankles, a nice stretch of arms and legs. rolling to the right side if you wish for more relaxation to stimulate left nostril to breathe, and then rolling or rolling to your left side if you need more energy, stimulating your right nostril to breathe. But eventually, yes, coming to your seated posture for one more breath all together to send us off on our way. And it is, we're doing this all together. Yay. So rooting the tailbone to the earth, crown of the head high. We inhale to scoop the energy from the earth and around us and above us into perfect harmony, bringing it all back home to our hearts. I thank you so much once again. Any questions, please send them by. Be kind. Be kind to yourself. Thank you and namaste. Take care. And we'll see you next time.